What you're about to witness tonight is real. The events of this broadcast are taking place in the United States of America at this hour. There are no actors, there is no script. Everything you hear tonight is true. The role of Cletus will be played by Sir Brinsley Catamount, on loan to us from Cambridge, England. The role of Delilah will also be played by Sir Brinsley Catamount, on loan from Cambridge. Is this correct? Where are Andrew and Julia?
They said they couldn't make it. Something about not being paid enough and feeling it wasn't worth it. And despising the ground you walk on, not sitting to your list of demands.
All right.
Show no dissatisfaction with the incompetence of the artistic director. Who is the artistic director?
I'm the artistic director.
Seems to have a problem with you then.
Ah, Miss Flanders, I see you've finally decided to show up. I hope tonight's performance will go better than the dress rehearsal, in which you were a disaster.
And good evening to you too, Harley.
Miss Bean, please, show a little respect since you have absolutely none for the material. Did you fix the heat laser effect?
I did.
Can I hear it? That's terrible!
It's a heat laser.
Sounds like a flatulent duck.
What does heat sound like, Harley?
Miss Bean!
It sounds just like that.
Not to interrupt your argument, but why are you saying there are no actors and then announcing that one of the actors are going to be different tonight?
I don't understand.
Think about what you're saying. Everything you see tonight is true. The role of Cletus will be played by Brinsley.
Sir Brinsley.
Never underestimate the stupidity of the audience, Max. They will believe what I tell them to believe. I can't wait for our show tonight. Panic in the streets, calls into police departments, sure to get the highest ratings in history of this station. Battle of the Planets announces a new talent on the literary scene. The meteoric rise of Harley Bean. The stage is set. The actors are prepared. Glory awaits.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to make a flatulent duck sound.
I can have you replaced, actors to your places.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Honey.
Don't honey me. You don't understand my process. You don't care about my process. And you certainly don't care about cleaning out the litter box.
I cleaned out the litter box yesterday.
Why do you lie? When Mr. Boost doesn't have a clean litter box, he doesn't feel respected. And you know what he does when he doesn't feel respected.
Ah, marital bliss.
Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Very cheers.
I'm sorry.
You heard what I said. Glad you're filling in tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Are we all assembled?
Looks like we're missing a few.
Right, yes. Charles, Deborah, Andrew, and Miley have all been fired.
Oh.
You'll be playing all of the reporter roles.
Excuse me?
Except for your role, Josie. You are, as always, truly magnificent in this show.
I know.
So I'm playing 5 out of the 6 reporters.
The others were terrible.
Where's
You'll be fine. I assume we've worked out most of your problems?
um
Where's that other person?
The guy who won the contest? The rodent person?
Oh, yes. Right.
Woo, no need to worry, friends. I'm here. Show must go on and whatnot. Hey, does anyone have a script?
You're over here, Mr. Hamster? Your last name is Hamster?
It's my stage name. Furious Hamster. Like it? I love it. So, I was thinking, what if my character was more awesome? I'm loving the show, but I don't have a big enough part.
I'd like to second that. I also do not have a big enough part.
You've kept all the best parts for the men.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
It's sexist.
It's disgusting.
You can have some of my lines. I mean, I don't understand them anyway. Does, my character really need to say all those big words?
No one changes the lines. Sorry I'm late. Just spent a little time near death.
Are you feeling all right?
Completely fine.
So much better. I was sick earlier today. Now I'm fine. So excited to be here.
Adrian, Holland wrote your speech last night.
Hey, what?
Difficult as it may be to believe, but I've made it even more incredible.
But I had the other one memorized.
You don't need to memorize your lines for a radio show. Just read it from the script.
But I have that thing where I have problems when I read.
I'm glad you're open to changing lines.
I'm not open to changing lines. I'm open to me changing the lines.
Yes, but I work best when I'm not tied to the script. A real actor looks at it once and then tosses it in the garbage.
Does anyone have a better music stand?
You're fine.
Actors perform scripts as written. That's their role, to execute my vision.
What about my vision?
I'm the only person allowed to have a vision.
Because I have ideas for my character, and they are at odds with the piece of lurid trash you've written. Consider this. Patricia Dunbar, age 23, is mayor.
She's 60 years old.
Impossible. Patricia is 23. She is in over her head, but she's also a tough as nails young woman. She never went to college. She never wanted to be mayor, but she's going to clean up this town from the aliens.
Then why is she married?
Because she made a terrible mistake and now she's chained to a deathbeat loser as a first husband. Someone who questions her in front of her boss and makes outrageous demands about the snacks in the pantry.
Is it a crime to have popcorn every night?
It should be.
Just stick to the script.
I never should have married you.
You are 60, dowdy, unimaginative, and ought to be slaughtered in a laser storm. Most people would die for that role. And you are her supportive, dutiful husband who survives.
Why does he survive when he's clearly marked for death?
The time for arguing about the script is not 5 minutes before we go on air.
What if I fought the aliens and won? Girls need more heroic role models.
You're fighting an alien intelligence vastly superior to mankind.
But not womankind. Think about it. All the men get killed. Who fights the aliens and wins? Ladies, because we're not idiots who require popcorn every night.
I like popcorn.
Every night, Bradford. You need it every night. That's an addiction and a personality defect.
Stick to the script, please.
I wouldn't need to eat popcorn every night if I had a wife who's nice.
Real men don't eat their dinners out of a bag every night.
Real women cook.
Please, all of you, read the script as I wrote it. It's completely perfect.
You ruined my part last night, which again, I had a problem.
I made it even more perfect.
What about the ending?
The end is even more perfect than the rest of this perfect play. Think of it. In the din of war, a single solitary voice asks, "Is anyone out there?" And the answer is silence. It's devastating, simple, elegant, award-winning, I dare say.
Kind of a downer.
A downer that's devastating.
I'm with Tanya. What if we blow up their spaceship?
No, absolutely not. This is not housework, this is art. Humanity must be destroyed.
What if humanity was only partially destroyed?
Completely destroyed. What is wrong with all of you? This is the script. Stick to it. I have more talent in my pinky finger than the rest of you simpletons combined. Do your job. Our performance tonight will be the stuff of legend. Trust my genius. Battle of the Planets will be remembered forever. Clap for yourselves. Clap. Yes. Be bold. Be brave. Be resolute. Our glorious play marches into history. Ready?
Hey, why is the on-air sign on?
The on-air sign is on because... Please ignore the previous moments. Apparently, a gang of hoodlums broke into the station and started talking. What you're about to witness tonight is real. The events of this broadcast are taking place in the United States of America at this hour. There are no actors. There is no script. Everything you hear tonight is true. The role of Cletus will be interpreted by Sir Brinsley Catamount. Even though the person of Cletus is a real person, the events involving Cletus have not yet occurred. We have it on good faith that they will occur soon. We take you now to the ballroom at the Grand Season Hotel, where we will be listening to the complex melodies of Chip Burton's 12-piece orchestra. I meant, of course, the emotionally devastating spare harmonies of Chip Verdon and his experimental neo-futuristic ensemble. Delightful. Listeners, I'm afraid we have a breaking news bulletin. Yes, we have a... We take you now out of the observatory at Brown University in Rhode Island.
Yes, thank you. My name is Charles Toadsbridge, reporter for radio station KEB located somewhere. And I have come to this observatory to discuss shocking developments on the planet Venus. Staying with me is Dr. Mary Lynn Drew, chief astronomer at the Brown University.
Hi.
Dr. Lynn Drew, with your 47 years of experience, can you please inform our listeners what you have witnessed tonight?
Okay, thank you. Yes, this powerful telescope was trained, it can be trained, right? Pointed at the surface of planet Venus, and tonight we saw an amazing occur thing. Good question, but I think they're just atmospheric disturbances. What?
And what do you make of these explosions?
Good question, but I just think they're atmospheric disturbances.
If I might interject, Doctor.
Please state your name for our radio audience.
I am the assistant to Dr. Mary Landrew. I do not have a name because I was not considered important. Let's call me Bobby.
Very well. What is it you were going to say?
Good question, but I think they're just atmospheric disturbances.
These explosions are not consistent with any known phenomena on the planet Venus. I do not know what is going on, but I am frightened.
There's no need to be frightened, assistant. These phenomena happen all the time.
Phenomena.
I'm sorry?
Phenomena. That's the word you were looking for.
Sure.
Very well.
Thank you. Yes. This powerful telescope was trained to shoot.
I'd like to say one more thing, since you might not hear from me again. There are dark times with alien intelligence capable of toying with humanity as a child plays with a spider. We know not what sinister designs other planets may have.
And we're back. Thank you for that insightful interview. Once again, we return to the simple, almost childlike sounds of Chip Verdon and his solo xylophone. That's enough, Chip. Chip, go ahead and fade out your extensive choir, 60 or 70 souls that have squeezed itself into the grand season. Yes, once again, we were interrupting to... We take you now to the Chief of National Meteorological Society, Andrew Chessup.
Yes. Hello. This is reporter Davidson. Coming to you now from the National Meteorological Society. With me is Andrew Chessup, a grizzled veteran of numerous foreign wars and meteorology. Yes. You will be here any moment when he realizes that he's supposed to be on the radio right now. In the meantime, I will be growing teeth. I will not be growing teeth. I will be a vampire? I'm a vampire? I'm a vampire. I'm vamping? Oh.
This is Andrew
This
Jessup.
is Andrew Jessup.
Right, yes. Could you please describe what you have witnessed in the upper atmosphere?
Well, at just over 8 p.m. this evening, shortly after the mysterious phenomena on the planet Venus, we tracked several intrusions into our upper atmosphere, consistent with natural meteorological phenomena.
Meteorological phenomenals.
I tracked them.
Phenomenals.
Sorry to be confusing to you, but I have trained a pet seal to mimic my words moments after I say them.
I have trained a pet seal to mimic my words before I say them. I will put him in his cage now.
If anyone is going in the cage, it is the pet seal who got here moments too late, because I'm first.
Okay, Andrew, grizzled manly man.
I am more of a grizzled manly man than you'll ever be.
Okay, could you speculate as to what these phenomena are?
Nothing to be worried about.
Right about.
Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jessup. And his trained seal. We now returning to the music at the Grand Season Ballroom.
I'm free later.
I never mix business with pleasure, I'm afraid.
Oh, it won't be pleasurable.
Then you have my undivided attention.
Ah, yes! Sounds of music! These troubled times, they truly are a balm for the soul. But once again, I'm afraid we have a breaking news bulletin. Word has come to our station that there's been an explosion at a small farm just outside of Elmhurst Corners, New York. We take you now to a reporter who has just arrived on the scene.
Thank you. This is David Davidson, reporter. Not to be confused with my twin brother, David, also Davidson, who is reporting on condition at the observatory nearly 1,000 miles away, and I am standing in a field with a cow. And several chickens, but and also a menagerie of tropical creatures who have just died. Correction. The animals were grievously injured, but seem to be recovering quickly. What I'm looking at now is an ordinary cornfield rent by a smoking crater. Located within the crater is a dark metallic cylinder approximately 100 feet tall. And I'm speaking now with Cletus Jones, a local farmer who witnessed the strange occurrence.
Yes, quite right.
Cletus, though you're an uneducated bumpkin, could you please describe what you saw?
But of course, I was standing in my field of corn when I saw a flash of illumination. One moment.
Accent!
Oh. I mean, I was over here and I saw something.
What did it look like?
A massive cylinder. I mean, rocket-like shape, which shot out of the sky like a meteor. And then I want to say, descended in a controlled manner to my field of corn. And it darn near blew the doors off my house. I mean, shack, where I live, in poverty. Oh, here comes my wife.
Ma'am, were you also a witness to the landing?
I was scared because I'm a lady.
These are truly frightening times.
I'd like to add that all our animals were scared too. Especially the hippopotami. And the parrots.
Polly, want a cracker?
What do you make of the towering monolith in your farm at this moment?
I'll answer that. You never let me talk. Silence, woman. I've had enough of your chauvinism. You're embarrassing me in front of the news folk. Like I was saying, I think it's just a meteorological phenomenon.
And you don't imagine this has anything to do with the strange explosions witnessed on the planet Venus?
I don't even like the sound of Venus. I don't even like the sound of Venus. Sounds un-American if you ask me. It's a planet. I know what it is, sugar pie. It don't sound American is all I'm saying. 'Cause it's another planet. It's the planet of love. Ain't no planet of love. But there ain't no way something could explode on Venus earlier tonight and show up here 20 minutes later.
I think
Even
something else is happening right now.
What?
Something else is happening.
Oh, right. That sound you hear approaching is a military vehicle. That sound you're hearing approaching is a military vehicle pulling up. I shall describe it visually, since we're having a problem with our audio. Yes, it's a state-of-the-art ground transport. Truly an impressive example of America's military might. 8 enormous wheels. And a bell. Truly the most impressive bell I've ever seen. Sure to inspire awe and fear in our nation's enemies. And there is a soldier approaching me. His boots, which are state-of-the-art tactical heels on the soft earth of this corn farm. And we are waiting for him to say something.
America!
I am standing with a member of America's military forces.
Whoa, hey Mom. Yes, I'm on the radio.
What do you make of this strange device?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I also do not like it.
What do you propose to do about it?
I'm going to investigate now.
A brilliant suggestion, but, oh my goodness, something is happening. A metallic panel is opening in the side of the cylinder, and approaching from the darkness within appears to be a tubular appendage.
Hey you! We don't appreciate your tubular appendage.
No response from the cylinder.
I'm going to approach the cylinder now.
With the extremely manly confidence of America's fighting men, the American soldier is only 20 or 30 paces from the device and... Oh no! I can barely describe what I'm seeing now.
Did I step on a duck?
I'm not sure what that is.
Oh! It's a laser. It appears to be some kind of concentrated heat ray. The American soldier has been completely disintegrated by the...
Did you see that?
It's coming right for us.
This hurts.
Run for it!
Listeners, I must now relate that the cylinder appears to have grown legs, rising up in the air like a tripod.
I'm okay, though. I'm okay.
Run for your lives!
Wait, its cannons are rotating, aiming for me, but I will continue to broadcast and...
We've lost communication with the reporter in Elmo's Corners. I can only hope that he survived the terrible ordeal transpiring there. We now return you to the music of Chip Burton's Impertinent Orchestra at the Grand Season Hotel. What name are you doing?
Don't bother me. I'm concentrating. This song is hard.
You're ruining the entire show.
You think you could do this job?
I could train a seal to do your job.
Seals don't talk. Why does everyone think seals can talk?
Hey there, Hepcats. This is Chip Burton. We're going to take a little break right now until our craft can be respected.
Ha ha ha. Oh, Chip. By the way, this is Amos Frunkfather, the manager here at the Grand Season. I want you to know, Chip, that you're fired.
You've crossed me for the last time, Frunkfather, especially since you never paid me for my work.
I paid you for your work. Not enough. Hey, stop that. Stop releasing those live chickens. You never respected my chickens. Out! Sorry about that, gentle listeners. I know you're all more concerned with the startling developments happening across the nation right now, and we will get you to a reporter as soon as we can. Wait. We interrupt the broadcast at the Grand Season Ballroom to take you to a special press conference.
This is Josephine Maxwell, and I am standing in the Rose Garden of the White House to bring you a special briefing from 3-star General Brianna Armitage. At any moment, she will emerge from those doors on this very lovely day. In fact, the chirping birds belie a seriousness of dread from around the country. Chirping birds. Sounds of chirping birds. Very quiet chirping birds. Almost as if there's a serious nature of this very present moment. And the turkeys. Who could forget the joyful sounds of the presidential turkeys that have been spared from execution on Thanksgiving? Now they gather here with the chirping birds in the Rose Garden, awaiting the general on this very lovely stormy day. Yes, here she comes now.
Thank you, reporters. My name is General Brianna Armistrange. Brianna something, and I'm here to inform the public about the extraordinary events we have witnessed over the past few hours. At approximately 1400 hours, we observed a series of expositions on the planet Venus. Although we individually consider this to be a regular atmosphere's fentanyl, there are in fact signs of any spacecraft. At present, we have tracked 14 super landings on the eastern smorgasbord of the United States. I will now be tapping questions.
General, are these spacecraft dangerous?
We must assume these invaders come in peace. Come in peace.
Is that a wise assumption?
Quit pounding me, woman. Quit hounding me, woman.
Why are you getting defensive, ma'am?
We do not know the emissions of the ships, but I do not see the use of starting any interpretory war with an alien debris.
And if they're starting war with us?
Then God help us all.
God help us all indeed. With that, the general turned her heel and reported back to the White House, where a plan to these aliens is being devised.
Do I just walk off now?
Yes, she is walking off.
Now?
Exactly now. You can hear the sounds of her retreating steps. We're returning now to the station.
Thank you for that report. We would return you to the music of Chip Reagan and his band of musical armadillos, but Chip has been removed from the Grand Season Ballroom in a straitjacket and will never work in this town again.
You'll never work in this town again!
Apologies, one of our musical armadillos has escaped from its harness and established a staff here at the Grand Season Ballroom. We're in the process of putting the creature down. With a cow. Cow is sat upon the armadillo, flattening it into a pancake. Now, we return you to our tale with an important update from a reporter in Elmo's Corners.
Thank you, Harley. This is David Davidson. Not to be confused with either of my twin brothers, reporting once again for the first time from Elmo's Corners since I just arrived here moments ago. And I'm standing with the mayor of Elmo's Corners, Patricia Dunbar.
Thank you, David.
What can you tell us about the developments on the outskirts of town?
Is that really the question you want to ask? I unsettle you, don't I? Because I'm a tough as nails young woman and I'm here to clean up this town. I was elected mayor when I was 23 and I don't take guff from anyone. Especially not you.
I'm not sure how that relates to...
Let me help you with my signature catchphrase. That's a lot of bacon.
What does that mean?
It means there's a lot of bacon. Now, if you excuse me, it's time to clean up those aliens. That's my sawed-off shotgun, in case you were wondering. You might also let people know that I'm wearing sunglasses and a tank top, which shows off my wiry muscles.
Right, yes. I should let you know that the mayor of Elmo's Corners is wearing a
kick butt ponytail.
Kick butt ponytail, sunglasses, and has rock hard muscles.
Don't objectify me.
Sorry.
All right then, time to go kick some butt. I'm riding off on my motorcycle, by the way. Vroom.
Right. Well, yes. I am standing with the mayor's husband, Timothy Dunbar.
Timothy.
It says Timothy.
Timothy isn't a name.
Timothy is written right here.
My name's Timothy.
Thank you for clarifying that. Timothy.
His name is Timothy. It was originally Timothy, but then he changed it when we got married.
Timothy? What have you seen on the outskirts of town?
Thank you for asking, sir. As a woman and mayor. Hold on. I was very frightened. The metallic cylinder fired a barrage of heat lasers which incinerated some people I love dearly. The screams of the dying punctured my senses and will give me nightmares until my eventual death. And am in tears, choking back tears.
Thank you for that heartbreaking eyewitness report. Could you describe in more detail? In less detail? In no detail at all? What is your next step?
First, we will.
I hate to interrupt you, ma'am, but look, listeners, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Looming over downtown Elmo's Corners like the sight of a skyscraper on legs is what we must now admit is an alien spacecraft. Listen to the enormous thudding sounds of its massive feet as it stomps down the street. Yes! Sounding almost like thunder. I am stepping outside to get a better look at it. It is an awesome sight to behold, terrifying in its monstrous intelligence, but also strangely chipper. What I am looking at now, what I'm seeing now is a monster looming over downtown Elmo's Corners. I'm standing on the street now as throngs of frightened Elmo's Corners citizens, Elmoians, flee before the encroaching titan.
Everybody fleeing, dying, flee,
Oh my goodness.
etc.
Stop right there, you metal monster. I'm the mayor of this town, and I've got a bone to pick with you. And good thing the press is here to cover this moment.
Right, yes, the press is here. What I am looking at now is a scene of astonishing bravery.
Yes.
A single woman, smeared with dust and dirt, armed with only her baguette.
Fear me, fear my baked goods.
She leaps into battle and oh my goodness, there's a goat here and
Heat laser! It's a heat laser!
Missed.
Which misses the
What is wrong with your aim?
the alien ship appears incapable of hitting her with its weapons of death.
You tried your best, alien ship. Now it's time for me to try my best. I am tossing aside this baguette and picking up.
It appears to be a strudel.
This strudel! Which is well known to be toxic to alien and human life. If I manage to place it in a weak point in your armor, it's curtains for you and a lot of bacon.
With the agility of a jungle cat, the mayor of Elmo's Corners clambers up the
I'm afraid we have lost the feed from Elmo's Corner. Surely they're all dead by now. We're just now receiving some audio from another transponder nearby. I'm dying. I'm completely dead. Haunting. Listeners, events continue to transpire at a dizzying speed, faster than I can relate. Reports are coming in of more than 24 of the strange alien craft descending from the sky all over the eastern seaboard, landings in Connecticut, New Jersey, and Staten Island. It seems New York City is their inevitable target. We take you now to a reporter embedded within the U.S. military as they develop a response to this civilization-threatening event.
This is David Davidson, the fourth.
This is actually Josephine Maxwell.
Oh, thank God. I'm not here.
This is Josephine Maxwell, reporting from the cockpit of the flagship of the 3rd Armored Battalion. The sound you hear is the wiring engine of American know-how, unleashing the full fury of 1,800 horsepower. With me are the brave men and women of our military forces, clad in loose-fitting dungarees, with matching camouflage sashes. Their belts and boots gleam with the enormity of their tasks, and tamed by technology and harnessed to the service of destructive power. I'm sitting next to a young woman, her brown eyes wide with the enormity of her task, and her lovely dimples belying a seriousness of purpose that could only be matched by the ancient armies of Sparta.
Hi.
How does it feel to come face to face with certain death?
Okay, I suppose. I feel terrible.
Brave words in these turbulent times. Our progress slows to halt as we reach a reported site of another landing craft. I will now exit this armored vehicle to give you, the listeners, an evocative visual description of what is transpiring. As one, the soldiers rise to ready themselves.
Okay, we're getting out now.
Thick with the scent of fear and body odor, the soldiers scramble out of their vehicles, resembling nothing so much as a horde of ants terrifying from a foe from another planet. This, listeners, is nothing less than a struggle of continued dominion of humankind on planet Earth. If these brave men and women fail, we may very look upon these days as the last dying gasps of human civilization.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
I am in awe of the fierce determination of these soldiers. They are ready for anything.
Does anybody have a lozenge? I need a lozenge. Oh, hold. It's kind of stuck to the wrapper. You know what I'm talking about? When it melts a little bit and it's stuck to the paper? Awful. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, that's better. Oh.
My eyes can barely behold the sight of what is looming before me. 3 monstrous objects, nearly 100 feet in height, standing upon a tripod-like structure of...
I'm taking you out, aliens! Ah! The tubular pendant has got me!
Almost faster than the eye can see, a snake-like coil of black metal has shot from the opening of the side of...
The tubular pendant is strangling me! Oh, it's taking me into a vat of chemicals in order to be skinned.
I cannot attest to the accuracy of...
Oh no, there goes my skin. Oh, this is terrible.
There is no time to mourn the nameless soldier as...
Let my wife know I loved her.
His cries fall on deaf ears as...
Her name's Jenny Hamster, so you can call her that.
His sacrifice will...
She lives at apartment 6B, Schenectady, New York.
A moment of silence for the...
She can also take phone calls, so you can call her at...
He is dead, placed into a vat of acid. His entire form has been transformed into a clear liquid shot from the port on the side of the vehicle as slobbering goop. Dead. The other soldiers look in horror.
Oh, that's better. Oh, sometimes you gotta have two. Oh man, my throat is killing me. Oh wait. Let's let that thing have it, troops. 3, 2, 1, fire.
With a deafening roar, the 50mm cannons recoil as one, launching a cavalcade of ordnance in the alien ship. With a roar. A roar.
3, 2, one, fire. Charge.
Listeners, I wish we could be here to the charge of hundreds of military vehicles, like the charge of Light Brigade or the very legions of mankind taking flight against Olympus itself. There has never been a moment like this in human history. Surely the aliens will crumble under our astonishing assault.
Get them. Oh no. Oh.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. The smoke is cleared, and the alien ships are completely undamaged. As if our power is no more threatening to them than a swarm of gnats. Heat lasers blast away at our vehicles, cleaving through them like a hot knife through butter. The carnage is unbearable.
Oh no. Help.
The gun turrets are turning on me now. I can see them. I see the down barrels of the extraterrestrial weaponry.
They're gonna get you.
Listeners, run for your lives. Run, escape into the woods. Our only hope is...
Oh, she's dead. Oh no, they're coming for me too.
We have lost radio communication with Josephine Maxwell. The dire news continues on this dreadful night. Listeners, from our location in New Jersey, I can just now see the alien craft heading across the Hudson River towards the skyscrapers of New York City. An eerie quiet seems to have descended on the city, as if they were waiting, solemnly, for the end to come. Only the sad, almost pathetic sound of a single piano punctuates the pulse of the alien. And a playing of the geese from the city, with their friend, as always, the cow. Quiet and solemn moment anywhere.
Hey there, Hepcats, this is Chip Verdon. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you Chip Verdon and his Good Time Orchestra, who have reassembled at the Grand Season Ballroom to the cheers of thousands of patrons. Thank you, Hepcats and Hepkitties. What we need now is a little appreciation for the people behind the scenes, because some people don't respect their talents. So let's hear it again for Chip Verdon and his orchestra.
Specifically on the Grand Season Hotel.
Let me tell you something, Hepcats. You gotta respect the art, or the art doesn't respect you.
The aliens are peeling the roof off the Grand Season Ballroom like a grape.
And I think the people we need to thank the most right now are the sound effects people. The beautiful, incredibly important sound effects people. Now, wouldn't you agree, Harley?
They have decapitated Chip Verdon and his entire orchestra and are now feasting on his entrails. They are slurping them up like spaghetti. That is the end of one of...
We are struggling to reconnect with the studio in New Jersey, and we will continue to struggle until certain notes are read.
I would like to take a moment in this terrifying alien invasion to acknowledge the contributions of my friend, Trixie Flanders, who's the most intelligent, wise, and beautiful person I know. Much more intelligent than me. In fact, she is the true genius behind this station, and I am merely a worm. Very well, where were we? That's right, the aliens are heading for New York City. I don't know how much longer I can stay on the air. The footsteps of the approaching machines are going ever nearer. I hear them. This is Harley Bean on the last night of America. Hold each other close. Tell your loved ones you love them. They're here. They're here.
This is Dr. Mary Andrew using a shortwave radio. I am trying to document the events as I have witnessed them. Oh crap. Shoot. Hold on. There are like big aliens going past. It's terrible, and I'm sad for humanity, and is there anyone out there? Is there anyone out there? Is there?
Hello.
Oh.
It's me, Patricia Dunbar. I actually fought my way out of the belly of one of those tripod things. Oh boy, that's a lot of bacon.
I am
also still alive.
Yes!
Me too, even though I don't have a name.
This is Chip Verdon reporting on my entire orchestra has defeated an alien spaceship. Oh, with a trombone and a drum kit.
I love you, America.
Bah.
Well, wait. Who let those flatulent goats in here?
Those are my goats.
Well, we killed the aliens. Happy ending, everyone.
I love you.
Stuff it.
This is David Davidson the Fifth signing off.
Well, that's it then. My life is over. My career is over. I'm a genius no longer.
Hey, if I get a job running my own play, I'll hire you as an assistant.
Max, I assume the phone lines are clogged with people laughing at this debacle.
Let me see. Hello? Is there anyone out there? Huh.
No one's calling?
Nobody. It's like nobody even heard it. That's weird. I stopped the broadcast, but the on-air sign is still on. Oh. Whoops, the switch was reversed.
You mean...
We just broadcast 40 minutes of dead air.
And we're broadcasting now.
Appears that way.
What you're about to witness tonight is real. The events of this broadcast are taking place in the United States of America at this hour. There are no scripts. There is no actors. Everything you hear tonight is true.